Alright, lasses, bloody hell, what was that? Let's try that again. Alright, lads and lasses, I'm Eccentric, and today I'm on Import Tuna Challenge. Yeah, I don't know how many people will remember this one, considering this is from 2006, Import Tuna. Now, ages ago, I do remember actually owning this game. However, I remember absolutely nothing about it. So I bought it and it arrived Tuesday, so yesterday, as I'm recording this, and I played it actually a hell of a lot all of yesterday, and then I never found out until I went to replay the game again. There's no autosave, and I thought, oh, balls, am I doing something wrong? Is my disco broken? Nope, I just had to end mode, obviously end it, and then it would save that way.
Stop it!
So, yes, I'm a... yeah, rookie mistake by me. Never figured out how to actually save the game properly. So I didn't quit the game correctly. So yeah, Import Tuna Challenge. It's actually a damn good game. Obviously, the car list is not the most extensive. You've got a few JDM cars, so I've got the Mazda RX-7 and the 8, Evo 9, 180 SX, Nissan Seema, which is actually an interesting addition, Nissan 350Z, the Z32, S15 Silvia, the Skyline Coupe, R34 or 32, the Hawkeye Impreza, the older Impreza, can't remember what year that is, that 98? Something along those lines. Toyota Avisto, Celsior, the Crown, of course the Supra, the 4, and the Mark III Supra, which is what you see in front of you. And to be honest, I'm not displeased with how it looks. I do actually quite like it. The detail, the customizing this game, is actually really bloody good. It's a damn good customization for what it is. It's kind of similar with, well, I say similar, that's not really true. Obviously, I can go into here from bumper, and I can select many different things. That's kind of like the, what's it? Ruiner 2000 from GTA 5. Is that what's based off? Is that what the Ruiner 2000s from bumper is based off? It's not really, but it's kind of a, what's it? Kit, in a way. And then we've got sort of a Mustang type of... kind of looks like a Mustang to me. But we do actually have proper licensed body kits in this game. Obviously in the Super we've got the Curve body kit. That is, I think it's pretty much a Mustang. Oh, it can get window louvers on the back. Spoilers, obviously you can have it normal, some just have them off, or you can have different ones that actually do affect the weight, which is definitely an interesting addition. Obviously hood, we've got different types. Not only that, you can actually make it carbon fibre to, of course, make it lighter, give yourself more of an advantage. You can change the little wing mirrors on the side if you so wish. You can actually change the headlights, and you can change the tail lights as well. Over fenders, so you can make it a little bit wider. And you can actually get a body kit, but that comes much later in the game. How much later, I don't know. But there's a lot of cool stuff here. Obviously, change wheels. You can actually give them scissor doors. I'm assuming that's like for multiplayer. Number plate, you can actually change. Oh, I didn't realise that's what it did. Change the position. Yeah, sure, I'm going to go with that. The horn, you can change. Obviously, you can change the colour. Neon as well, you can just have it on the rear, or you have neon, or you can have little LEDs. It's a really good customization. Obviously, vinyl, if we go into here, obviously, we can go in the bonnet, got different layers, and I can do a whole bunch of different things here. Actually, I do kind of like, if I go for this, okay, the menus might be a little bit of a faff to get around, mostly because you just gotta make sure you go down to OK and then actually do it. So when you see here on this one, you can see that the little stripe I've got sort of covers the entire car, but then obviously if I just hit OK, it then places it correctly, which I do actually quite like. It gives you a sort of bit more. I know it's kind of shows you the entire thing, so it does make it a little bit awkward, but you know, I do actually quite like it as well. You've got all these little stickers that you can stick on the windows, on the rear of the car, and whatnot. You can hear me spamming B because I'm too used to just spamming B to get through the menus, but it doesn't work like that. That's the main thing. And if we go to power tuning as well, this is the really cool part. I really do like this. So I've got the standard engine there. If I put on the level 1, you can notice that it actually changes. Each engine upgrade actually changes the engine ever so slightly, which I really do like. The little intercooler as well, it gets a little bit bigger. Things like that. The exhaust, I can make it so it just has it over there, or I can go for different types. I really do like it. Really do as well. Obviously we've got nitro and transmission, gearbox, you know, just to help you out here and there. Obviously the upgrades are different levels. Some, as you go up the levels, actually add weight. Some keep taking them off, like here. Brake fluid changes and it adds a hell of a lot more weight. Bloody hell. That's quite a heavy brake, and it's almost £100 being added on from just the brakes. And then obviously, of course, we've got diffs, which I can't really change. So yeah, that's the basic customization, and every single car is like that, which I really, really do like. So of course, we've got 3 different time zones. We've got night, midnight, and daybreak, because of course we're street racing. Now, I've only unlocked, well, on this save, there's only this one area. Obviously, as you progress through the game, you beat the champions of each area, and then you are able to access a few more areas. So, for me, I can basically go to the inside or the outside of the motorway, because I think this is genuine, the highways, genuine licensed motorways. It's been scanned and everything. And yet it is damn impressive, because the game as well, it really does look good for 2006 when everything loads up. It's a good looking game. Really is a good looking game. Wait, loading times are, well, I mean, to be honest, they're actually not too bad. Obviously pulling onto the motorway. There we go. Okay, so of course, to start a race, I just pull up behind the person, flash my lights, and then we're ready. So there are only, at the minute, as far as I know, 3 different race types. We've got this SP race, no idea what it stands for, I don't know, skill points. I mean, to be honest, if it's skill points, I should immediately, that bar should immediately be empty for me, because I'm not skilled. There's also just a nice and simple point-to-point, and there's also a time attack. They're the 3 race types, and that's it. So, there isn't the hugest amounts of things, like different things to do in this game, but honestly, I'm not too fussed, because the thing that it does, it actually does brilliantly well. You know, this is focusing on street racing, so of course you're not going to be racing around bloody what's it, Fuji, well, I was going to say Fuji, but no, that's street racing. Well, what am I trying to think of? Twin Ring Motegi, that's the one. How the hell have I managed to forget? Or Tsukuba, or Suzuka, things like that. You're not going to be racing around that, because that's not street racing. So this is entirely set on, I think it's Tokyo, this area. It's basically focused on the motorway. And, you know, you do street racy stuff. Flash your lights at people. I was about to say flash people, but that's something different. If you don't get that, you're too young. Yeah, what was I going to say? Also, as well, as you'll notice, there are people with, well, basically with different racing teams, if you will, which is actually, again, really damn nice. So you get little descriptions of the different teams. So, for instance, I'm against someone that's on Team Twister, so they will basically only drive rotaries, so they'll drive the Mazda RX-7 or the Mazda RX-8. When you go into the parking areas, again, there's like, I mean, there's no voice acting in this game, it's all text, but I'm not fussed. Yeah, so, you know, it's all text. They'll tell you different things. They might tell you, like, general trivial stuff, but they'll actually give you some helpful insights as well. They might talk about a certain racing group, or they give you a little bit of backstory about certain races and things like that. I do quite like it. It does really nail the atmosphere of being a street racer. It's damn good. Also, as well, whilst, oh yeah, tuning. I think I'll race all the people here, and then I will talk about it a little bit. There is actually tuning in this game, and it's not the most detailed thing in the world. However, there's still actually a fair bit to it. You've got the obvious stuff of like changing gear ratios. You can also change ride height. You can change camber, toe. What else is there? If you have a tunable rear wing, this one isn't, but if you have a tunable rear wing, you can also change the aerodynamics. You can also change like the, I think the stiffness of the suspension and the roll bars and things like that. So there is actually quite a lot of detail to the game, and it's just a silly little arcade street racing game, but it goes the extra mile to actually add these little details, and I really do like it. It's good levels to it. So the handling is, you know what, I do enjoy it. It's not my favourite. You know, like I said, it's arcadey. The cars don't really have a lot of rear end grip. They sort of do lose traction quite quickly. Oh god. Yeah, they do sort of lose traction, I say, quite quickly. Especially at the higher speed stuff, just losing the back end is ridiculously easy, and the drifting it feels a little bit wonky, shall we say. It is a little bit finicky. However, you know, it's still fun enough, so it's not gonna completely put me off the game. And also as well, there's possible like little tuning things that I might be able to do. It might be as well that I don't really have a lot of the correct upgrades as well. So there is that. That's the other thing as well, the progression in this game. I do actually really like it, because obviously when you beat the champions, what the hell? When you try and beat the champions of the areas, you then unlock a brand new area. So you beat the champions there, and then you unlock the next area. And then as you keep progressing through the game, you also unlock the better upgrades. As you saw, basically I can only equip level 2 stuff. Level 2 engine, rate reduction, etc. I can only do that. But I did progress enough through the game where I can unlock level 3 of everything. So there is actually pretty damn nice progression as well. What else am I going to say? Yes, the AIs. May as well talk about them, because that's another important thing. The AIs, I feel, are probably one of the biggest drawbacks for this game. However, I think it might be because I haven't progressed through the game a lot. I think that's the main thing, is I'm still very early into the game, and even before I didn't actually save my save, I wasn't massively far into the game either. I think I only locked 2 areas. Well, 2 proper areas of the motorway. I think there's a hell of a lot more. I think there's at least another, I don't know, 3-4 areas that I actually did have to unlock. First thing, a lot of the Twister people, apparently a lot of those are out tonight. Well, I say tonight, it's very early morning. Yes, actually, going back onto attention to detail, obviously as you can see there, I'm racing different people. They all have different names. This one's Baron Kagetsu. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I do apologise. However, I don't know. Yes, when you look at their reg plates, it does change basically on their ranking in their little team as a driver. So I think there was Twister 7, I'm racing against Twister 4 now, I think. But as you go through, you sort of look at the reg plate and you can sort of keep track of how many people you've actually beaten that drive for a specific team, which I do really like. I really do like that system, because it just keeps little hints of how far you're actually progressing through the game, which I really do like. So the other thing I will talk about is I know I'm sort of doing a look back, but it kind of turned me into a review. I'm sorry, it kind of does happen that way, but you know, it's an old game. I'm sure people are curious of how it plays, especially one that's probably not really popular. Was that guy's name? Oh, Greatest Papa. That's what it was. I thought I saw Greatest Rape or something like that, and that would be a completely different team. Well, that 350Z sounds quite throaty, quite cool actually, and I don't think the engine sounds are the most popular, the most accurate things in the world. But you know, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's 2006, and it's probably, I think this game was actually Japan exclusive, and then it got imported over to Europe and whatnot under a different name. I think that's what it was. I think I did Google it. It is Wikipedia. It could be complete and utter bollocks, but you know, it's what I've found out, so it's the best I've got. Oh yeah, the AIs. I didn't actually talk about them. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh well, versus someone else. Family 4. Yeah, this can actually happen. Normally when you're street racing, well, in this game, sometimes it's 1v1. However, other times you do actually have other racers join in, just using a little bit of nitro, don't mind me. Come on, we've got all the speed in the Supra. Come on. Yeah, so the AIs. I'm gonna say they are probably the weakest aspect of this game. However, I think it's probably because I haven't progressed through the game quite enough. They do feel sort of really heavily nerfed. In terms of when they go round corners and things like that, they're quite slow. Ah, crap, I'm not going to be able to go to the parking area. I think I'll just, after this race, swing it round so we can actually do the car park. Yeah, when they're going around corners, they are pretty damn slow. Also, when it comes to top speed, they also feel like they're being held back by like gear ratios or something like that. Like, I don't know, it's an awkward one really to sort of explain, but they do just feel a little bit nerfed. Now I know I'm going the wrong way, but I don't really care. Will they try and avoid me? Yes, they will. Hey, look at that. They will actually try and avoid me when I'm going down the wrong way of the motorway. That's cool. Again, that's just little attentions to detail that they do really well in this game. It's actually quite fantastic. The attention. Where's the park? Here. Handbrake. That wasn't the handbrake. Oh, it's automatically into reverse. What's the handbrake? Oh, it was X. What's A then? I've been pressing A to flash the lights for the past 15 minutes, and I thought it was handbrake.
Oh, what a pillock.
Oh my god, I have played too many modern racing games to think that's handbrake. Have I been texted? No. Oh, hello. Yeah, these are the people when you go into the parking area for the first time on the inside area. I think on the outside it's similar. Basically, you know, these are like the champions of the area, so you have to build up your car and eventually you'll go against them and you'll beat them. Right, okay, so we're going against Desire, Gothic, something. Okay, so what's this one? Oh, this is a time attack battle. Okay. Yeah, all the people are just silhouettes, it doesn't really matter. Oh, bollocks, I forgot to show the tune. I'll do it after this. So, the time attack. How does this one actually work? I don't remember doing the time attack. I don't remember it at all. I mean, it's a time attack. It should work like usual. Oh, it's oh, yeah. It's alright. Okay. So the time attack isn't quite so much a time attack. Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm in a manual. Yeah. Basically, it's so time attack is essentially the point to point. So what's the third one then? Because we've got SP. There's three different... Oh, hey. Good god. That was actually a pretty impressive slide. yeah, so I know my car's pretty heavily upgraded. Well, I say that. I think it's got at least level 1 parts everywhere. So I'm gonna have pretty big, pretty big performance advantage. I'll get my words out eventually. Good God, it's not that late at night. So, you know, it's probably going to feel very easy in that regards. But when it comes to acceleration, whatnot, the AIs as cars are pretty much always quicker than yours when it comes to accelerating. But it just feels like it handicapped so much because of the issues that I talked about there, low top speed and the fact they take corners really slowly. But I'm just hoping, because that's early game. Obviously, when I progress, I'm hoping it will actually get harder for me to actually complete these. So that's what I'm hoping for. I really, really don't know. Yeah, you got beat. It was a piece of piss. Right, okay. Settings. So, obviously, I can change the powertrain. So this is all of the, I need a different limited slip diff to tune those alignments. So obviously I've got the camber that I can change along with the toe. And then I've got suspension, so I can do the spring rates. No idea. I'm not good at these. Dampers, stabilizer, and then of course ride height, which the car should be there, but it's not showing you. Okay. Excuse me. Others as well is if I had a tunable rear spoiler, I can change the aero. I can tune how much the ABS is effective, the traction control, where the brake balance is, and also the torque balance with the four-wheel drive car. So it's, you know, it's still pretty damn good tuning options. Hello. You know, it's still pretty damn good. Well, I've got nowhere else to look out. Well, I mean, to be honest, I was looking at your car. That was a alright looking car, to be honest. Yeah, it's heavily detailed. But this is pretty much the gameplay loop. You do a bunch of the races on the motorway, and then you go into the car parks, you challenge the people there, you slowly build up your car, and yeah, once you're slowly upgrading your car, and then you take down the teams, and then you basically be trying to become the new Speed King. Which, you know, that's the gameplay loop. However, it's backed up by the fact that this game is actually pretty damn fun. You know, the motorways, it's a pretty place to look at. There's a fair few details. You know, you've got some buildings there with lights on, others not. You've got a little bit of traffic on the motorways, obviously because it's nighttime and things like that, or very early hours. Obviously, it's not going to be really busy times, so obviously you're not going to expect much traffic, which is completely fine. But there is at least some life to it. Obviously, I think once you unlock like the second area, or you, once I'm able to actually do both the inside loop of this motorway and the outside loop of the motorway at the exact same time, I think that's when you actually do see AIs going either side. Obviously, both sides of the motorway, which I do actually really like, because obviously at this moment in time, I can't choose. I can't go to the outside loop. I can only go in the inside loop or go in the outside loop. I can't do both at the same time. Yeah, that's what I need to talk about as well. The money in this game. I don't think it's terribly hard to earn money in this game if you play it correctly. As you could probably see, when I do this race, I get a winning streak multiplier. So it kind of does encourage you to do a lot of things in one go, rather than like doing the car park, end the day there, and then going back to do street racing on the motorway. It does entice you to do all of it in one go, which, to be honest, I actually don't mind too much. I do quite like that, of basically incentivizing the player to yeah, go on. Just, keep going. Do everything in one go. And then back out, upgrade your car, and then rinse and repeat. It's a fun enough gameplay loop, which I do quite like. And like I say, it's backed up by a solid handling model with good car customization and good attention to detail. And, it's a fun game. It really is a fun game. It did cost me quite a bit though to get it, because I've got a second-hand copy, but it's a good condition second-hand copy. It was about 34 quid to actually get this. Was it 34 or 32? Might have been 32. Anyways, it was about 30 odd quid to get this game in its condition. But honestly, I'm more than happy. I'm not disheartened by the fact I've paid this much for it, because it's a good game. Seriously is. So I've earned 1.6 million CP. No idea what the hell that stands for. No idea. Obviously, when you beat people, you get desire. When we beat specific rivals as well, we get the opportunity to buy their car. Not only that, I think they give you access to some more exclusive cars a little bit earlier. For instance, one of the teams basically drive the Toyota AE86 that isn't in the shop, for me at least. So you pretty much have to beat them to get the AE86. Do I want that, or do I want to get someone else? I think I'll pretty much just go for the power. I think that's pretty much... Oh no, I can. What's that? Clutch. It's not doing much. Limited slip diff. I could probably afford both. I may as well get myself a little bit more power. Yeah, why not? Oh. No. Tit. I can't. Bollocks. Oh yeah, tyres as well. You can upgrade them so you can either go for soft compounds, medium compounds, or hard compounds. I don't know if tyre wear is a thing. I don't think it is, but could well be. Could be a thing that happens later on. I don't really know. Yeah. However, that's basically a rundown of Import Tuner Challenge. It is a seriously fun game. If you can dig out a copy and you've still got a working 360, I would recommend it. It is actually good fun. Just remember, if you want to save your campaign, go to end mode. Don't just exit the game. You will lose your save. You need to go to end mode. I've made that mistake and I won't make it again. However, that's it from me. Yeah, I'm going to cut there for a video. I do hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. To be honest, I'm kind of grateful now that YouTube's allowed me to do different things, like, the polls and whatnot. So, whoa, I don't know why now, but, and that, it is what it is. If you do have any other recommended games that you want me to try and get a copy of, or emulate, now that I am able to, let me know in the description. No, that's where I put stuff. Comments, or join my Discord, which will be a link in the description. Yeah. I've been a YouTuber for a year, and I still kind of get it bloody right. Yeah. So, link in the description to my Discord, in case you want to say hello to me, or recommending me another game. You can do so via the comments or Discord. Up to you. However, that's it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.